Hello, everyone. I am going live today to talk about some amazing stuff like the quarter launch, which is going to be the 90-day goal setting coming up really quickly here. And I'm going to be talking about SMART goals and what makes a SMART goal smart versus what makes it kind of dumb because you didn't actually get it done. All right. So how do you make your SMART goals actually happen and be smart about them? That's what we're going to be talking about next. You're going to want to stay tuned and come back and hear us as we discuss making SMART goals smart. Here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm Kerry George with CIBN TV. You can find us on YouTube by searching for CIBN TV. Please subscribe. I want to talk to you today about SMART goals and how to actually be smart about attaining them and give you some quick tools and tips for that, and then talk about something that is going to be coming up where you can actually start putting this in action for yourself. Woohoo! All right. So, goal setting. Everyone's always talking about goal setting, especially at the beginning of the year. There's a lot of people that are, thinking, I need to set some goals. I need to kind of set up my year and I want to get things moving forward in a right and positive way. But, I set goals before and it didn't really work out that good. And sometimes maybe we set goals before and, it was even discouraging because it didn't work out. We didn't get our goals accomplished. So then we felt like, why bother setting goals? All right. First of all, just by setting goals, just by writing them down, you are 9 times more likely to complete them if you just write them down. That's the first thing. But then you hear a lot about this SMART goals. Like, what's SMART goals? It's about actually setting a measurable goal, scheduling it, making sure that it's achievable. It's a little acronym. But so many people set SMART goals and they still don't achieve them. So what's the point? Well, some of the reasons that we don't achieve our goals is that we're not actually set up in our head to achieve them, okay? In our head, this is the biggest 6 inches that we have to travel. And oftentimes we're just not ready for the goal that we're setting. Or we set one that's maybe a little bit too big and ambitious for right now at this moment. And we have to kind of adjust how we think to be prepared for that. So at CIBN Connect, we've been running a goal setting course every 90 days for years now. And what it does is it helps independent business owners, small business owners, solopreneurs, and companies that have, just a few outlets to start thinking like they're a major big business and do this planning in 90-day segments. So that's one of the functions of this quarter launch. But it also helps us set up our head, because if we don't actually deal with how we think, the chances are we're not going to achieve the goals that we set. So first of all, what we do on a day with quarter launch is we start out our day talking about what is the big lifetime goal that you have? What is the big, hairy, audacious goal that you have? The one that is completely ridiculous and out there, but it's there. It's in your heart. It's what you really want. How do you prepare for that? And we start talking about the neurolinguistic programming that's going on in your head that you need to actually set up, because we got these ruts in the way that we think, the habits, the way that we've always done things, and they're sabotaging our ability to actually get the goals accomplished. Those little words that play in your head, that stuff that says, oh, you set goals before and you didn't accomplish them, so this isn't going to be successful this time either. I'm sure that there's somebody out there who has had that little tape play in their head. What about the ones that say, oh, are you serious? You could never accomplish that, right? So these are ruts. This neurolinguistic programming is way that we've always thought this way. Sometimes it's the way we think about money. We think it's hard to get money because, our grandmother told us, money doesn't grow on trees, honey. right? Or maybe someone in our church life said, the love of money is the root of all evil. And so that scared us away from actually even pursuing a better lifestyle for ourselves. So we all have these ruts in our neurolinguistic programming, the way that we think things are. So the first thing we do in quarter launch is we start to address that and start to figure out what are the ruts in our own personal thought life that are making things turn out the way that they are currently turning out. And then how could we recreate a new rut? How could we actually position ourselves for success? So we do some work on some affirmations, and we start to set up those long distance goals, the ones that are like 10 years out. And we work back from there to the 5-year, the 3-year, the 2-year, the 1 year, and the 90 days. Now, when we're creating the SMART goals and we're getting into that 90-day window, this is another thing that is incredibly important that most people miss. So we work out the 90 days, but we don't figure out, what am I supposed to do today? What about this week? You see, if we don't actually leave our goal setting process with a task list for the day or for the week, guess what's going to happen? We're going to all haul off and do nothing as fast as we can, because it's just, we got the goals set, we wrote them down, and we left, and we all feel happy, but we don't have a plan. So it's not just about setting the goals. It's about creating the task list and getting a plan in place. And we also cover some really cool things like how to use time more effectively. We explain what time blocking is. We explain how to prioritize tasks that might be on our task list. And also, what is the difference between a project and a task? Bet you never heard that one before. Many of you are running off of task lists where you got a to-do list, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. I bet if I was asking a room full of 100 people, how many people have created this big, long task list and not got it done, there'd be a lot of hands that would go up. Also, that wears down on our self-confidence when we have this huge list and we don't seem to be accomplishing anything on the list. So we're going to be talking about how to create a task list that's actually more effective, how to prioritize the top 3 things to get done this week, and what the difference between a task and a project is. I'll give you a hint. If it takes longer than an hour, it's not a task, it's a project. And how to actually time block the time into the calendar to get that thing done. You will become so much more effective in your goal setting process by using these kinds of tools. And we will change your life if you come and join us. Anyway, looking forward to meeting you. My name is Kerry George. Again, you can find this on YouTube at CIBN TV. Please subscribe, and we will be seeing you soon. Happy capitalism.